Next week on EastEnders, the truth is out when Stuart overhears a secret conversation between Mick and Frankie. Meanwhile, Jean puts pressure on Ruby to drop the charges against Stacy. Plus there's a shock for the Panesar family. Here's a full collection of the 12 biggest moments to look out for. Mick and Linda return to the Queen Vic. Mick and Linda are finally back behind the bar and running the show at the Vic. But Mick's happiness is short-lived when he gets a visit from Dee Pine. The police detective tells Mick that his childhood abuser Katie has been arrested and they are appealing for other victims to come forward. Mick is afraid it's only a matter of time before everyone discovers what happened to him at the children's home. Stuart discovers the truth about Mick. Stuart is curious when he hears a woman has been arrested for historical child abuse offenses. Later, Stuart listens in on a conversation between Mick and Frankie about her mum Katie at the Vic, and makes a shock discovery. Stuart is horrified at the thought of what his mate Mick went through all those years ago, and vows revenge. Jean confronts Ruby and Martin over Stacy. Stacy's fate still hangs in the balance. She has been wrongfully accused of pushing former bestie Ruby down the stairs at her nightclub and causing Ruby's miscarriage. Mo finds a new lawyer to represent Stacy, but Stacy's mum Jean has had enough and angrily confronts Ruby and her husband Martin for reporting Stacy to the police. There is a racist attack on the Minute Mart. The Panesar family are shaken when the Minute Mart is vandalized with racist graffiti. Could the culprit be the thief who tried to steal from the shop? The racist attack brings back unpleasant memories for Mum Suki about her past. Meanwhile, Kirat decides it's time to visit his dad in prison. Dottie has a new plan. Dottie is up to no good again at Ruby's. After Tiffany accidentally overcharges a nightclub customer, Dottie has an idea to start adding tips onto unsuspecting punters' tabs. Will anyone notice they are being scammed? Mick catches Stuart threatening Frankie. Mick is alarmed when he receives a cryptic message from Stuart. He races over to the car lot office where he finds Stuart threatening Frankie. Will Stuart go too far to get revenge for Mick? Jean has a plan to get the charges against Stacy dropped. Ruby gets a fright when she returns home to find Jean waiting for her in the living room. Once again, Jean pleads with Ruby to drop the charges against Stacy. Will Ruby finally agree to call D.S. Barnes and clear Stacy's name? Gray tries to sabotage Kush and Whitney's romance. Gray is still silently seething over the blossoming romance between Whitney and Kush. Determined to throw a spanner in the works, the scheming solicitor reminds Kush he is likely facing a prison sentence for his part in the car heist. Ruby gets devastating news at the hospital. Ruby is in for a shock during a medical appointment. The nightclub boss discovers she may have endometriosis, which could affect her fertility and chances of having a baby in the future. Vinny discovers a bag of gold and a dead body. Vinny is excited when brother Kirat offers him a chance to prove himself. However, it turns out the job involves being a driver for a business associate of dodgy Stas. Boring. But things take a dramatic turn when Vinny finds his businessman client dead and a bag full of gold bars in the car. Gray loses his cool with Whitney and Kush. Gray's attempt to sabotage Whitney and Kush's romance backfires. He returns home to find Whitney and Kush enjoying a romantic date. Will controlling Gray be able to keep a lid on his violent temper? Happy birthday, Callum. It's Copper Callum's 30th birthday. Callum's fiancé Ben and his daughter Lexi throw him a birthday celebration. Before the party, Ben has secret business with Kirat. The pair are going to track down the culprit who left the racist graffiti and teach them a lesson.